Capricorns, how you doing? Welcome to your energy tarot reading here on the Astroflower. Just done the messages from energy as well on our channel. Absolutely brilliant. It's all about creating a whole new world. And I think it does sort of like tie into what's happened to Capricorn over the past sort of like few years with Pluto and what have you. It's all about creating something new. And I think you're experts at it, or we're experts at it now. We've been doing so much of creating something. I think, we have that expertise within us, and maybe it's a case of really finding our voice in the world. It's a certain determination within the cards as they're coming out at the moment. The energies are really, there's another one that wants to come out there, so I'm going to take two on that one. A real sort of determination on the energies, really good energies for you. So yeah, we will be going into the elements a little bit later on for your reading. But in the meantime, let's just see what's going on for you. Here we have the general energy for you for Capricorn. Very solid. Very, very solid. It's got a foundation which is an emotionally balanced foundation now, and I think this is. I was talking about finding my voice, which was talked about in the messages from energy the week before, and I think finding your voice is really important, especially for Capricorn. Because, as I say, we've been creating and then recreating, And with the voice now, the inner voice that's coming forward, the strength that's coming from within you, will allow you to implement what, it's not just a case of creating it, it's creating it, making it work, and recuperating or reaping the success of your labor, as it were. That's the sort of feeling I get from it. Look at that. You've got to let that joy that comes out, that strength that comes out from within them, that it's just flowing. I think you've got so much more to give. I think than you realise. You're only giving a little bit at the moment, maybe in the world around you, simply because you've got that habit, that old idea that's sort of kind of, I create, it doesn't really work, create, it doesn't really work, create, it doesn't really work. And that was what Pluto was all about. And I think and I said, like, now is the time to come alive. It's now everything, the pieces seem to be falling into place for you. Okay? The pieces seem to be falling into place. Let's just see what's going on the relationship side here. Relationships, family, friends, partner, and relationship with self, which is really important, which is relationship with spirit. It seems like the karmic path seems to be the most important aspect in a way for you. It seems to be like the guiding, the tiller that is driving your boat, as it were. Yeah, look at that, 8 of Wands. A lot of people are getting 8 of Wands. I think you know the truth about any relationship. So, you may have people around you that has doubt about either doubt about you or doubt about the relationship or things like that. But you actually have, I think, a lot of inner vision that you can give a focal point to the relationships, and it is out of communication. As I said, communication. I think you found your voice, and it's now allowing that voice to come to the surface within your relationship. On your synchronicities to the outside world, I think that's pretty straight. I think you're starting to put into balance how much you allow people into your life that may just mess up your life, or that may be actually taking you to where you should be going. And I think you're differentiating that a lot now this week here, and it's helping put into action the plan of action. You're on a plan, it's all about rebuilding a new earth. And this week here, and being a co-creator, and I think the energy, as I say, is really playing to your strengths. Your past here. Let's just see what's going on with your past here. Your past was encroached. It wasn't as liberated, and now I think your past is almost fueling your liberation. Yeah, I think, it was all about staying on the straight and narrow in the past, emotionally staying stable. That's why you get the Seven of Cups. Seven is a revelation. It's revealing that cup that gives you the good stuff. Now you've got that within you. That's finding that voice within you. Now you can start applying that voice within the relationships that are around you. If people don't like the truth, there's nothing you can do about that. That's their own inner work that they have to do. And I think this is where you're starting to reveal this and understand this. In your future self is it's really nice, but it's your highest ever calling. Ding! It is your highest ever calling. Happiness, it's all about your happiness. It's allowing that sunshine to come out of you. It's giving you that focal point on your relationship side. It's ultimately standing up for your joy and happiness. And you are instigating it into your future. You're going to be incredibly happy once you start allowing your voice to be heard, as it were. How's the instigation? How's the in connection with the world around you at the moment? Straight up, straight as a die. I think everything you do in regards to relationships just needs to be straight as a die. No messing about. You're not playing any games here. Yeah, look at that Wheel of Fortune. Things are going to start rolling in your favor. Things that life is going to start walking in your favor, and you've got to have that air about you as you go into, or if you engage in relationships, because it's going to stimulate other people that are around you and encourage a better relationship between you and others. It's going to be really good. It's going to fuel that happiness in your life. Really, really beautiful energies. Let's just see what's going on the financial side. This karmic path here is, I don't know if you've seen the Shard building in London. It's like this spike, and it feels like that, like a spike, as if to sort of say, like a flag, but there's a real spike. This is where I should be. And it's Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords is immovable. Sometimes it's looking at yourself in a different way because you're immovable, because you're not moving anywhere and you're not going anywhere. I think it's very clear for you on your karmic path that there's nothing left to explore at this present time, because it needs to be instigated. It needs to be applied. So therefore, I don't think you need to, what the Eight of Swords is doing here, for some of you, it could be that you feel like you're in a rut. So I would definitely change that as quickly as possible. But for the majority of people, I think it's a case of you knowing what you should be doing, and it's immovable. You're not going to be emotionally blackmailed into going off into a pathway which is not good for you. If it's not good for you, it's not going to be good for anybody else. Okay? There's only going to be, that's the whole pyramid elitist system. It only works for a small number at the top. So we got to get rid of that. We got to get rid of that pyramid system. You know what I mean? We got to get rid of that pyramid system, because it doesn't allow for evolution and growth, and certainly exploration technologically, medically, everything. It stops progression. And I think this is what you're building to break in this world around you, to take things to another level. Your synchronicities, that's also played into the past. I think you have all the connections that you need. I think you need to streamline a lot of them, obviously, with the Four of Cups. I think you may need to let go of certain affiliations or certain connections with certain people in order to actually seize upon that one cup. And being very straight with yourself is really important. From the past here, this is where the two cards came out. I haven't actually looked at them yet, nearly saw them there. But yeah, these two cards here, let's just see what's going on from the past. Very solid. It's like, that's that. it fuels that 8 there. You know, that 4 and that 8, that's real double. That's not moving anywhere. It's sort of saying, we're going after it. And it's really decided within you. And it's something about the past that's going to bring ultimate goals for you. Let's just see what they are. Oh, got one card that's upside down, the Two of Swords. So it could be here is that you've made this decision, okay? You've made this decision and it's immovable. You're not moving from the past. You know what you need to do. There's no debate about this at all. There's no debate about it at all. And it's just a case of going ahead and doing it. And not necessarily pandering to others in order to receive it. You know, to realise that job, getting that job, going after that job that people may around you start saying, oh, you know, that means you're going to be working a lot more. Yeah, but I'm going to be earning a lot more money and, you know, we'll be moving to a place that'd be really nice. There's loads of other good things, but there's someone kind of going, yeah, but I won't, you know. And I think you need to stay strong and true to the strengths of who you are. And this is all about finding your voice for you. Okay? Let's just see what's going on in the future self here. Let's just see what's going on there with the future self. It's all tied into the joy. I think there's a big amount of joy coming for you digging in your heels and just getting on and doing. Once you start doing it, Capricorn, you know you will go right through to the end. Yeah, there is a huge amount of joy that's coming to your life. Look at that on your relationship side and on your financial side. There is nothing but joy for you in the future. But it does need a real determination, self-control on your financial side in order to get the results. How should you engage in this week here? That does play into this. It's almost as if, like, you know, the world around you is losing their head, and Capricorn's just kind of going, keep it calm, keep it cool, it's okay, you know where you're going, you know what you want. And people are running around you, but as they run out of your way. So all of a sudden, you know, there's crowds of people going like that, but just keep your eye on the goal. Keep your eye on the goal. Look at that. That's you. That is Capricorn card. Over and over again. Every day of the week. Straight up. This is you being you, Capricorn. Ultimately, you being you. It is going to be great. The thing is with the Queen of Pentacles, she sat at the Tree of Knowledge. You've got the Queen of Cups as well. And we'll look at your elements in a minute. You are mainly water, Capricorn. The Queen of Cups. Okay? But you are an earth sign. The Queen of Pentacles. And this is you, all about you being you. In the future, it's all about you being you. She sat at the Tree of Knowledge. She knows when that Tree of Knowledge is going to bear fruit. So she doesn't have to go anywhere. And this is what I mean about you being very straight about where you're going, keeping your eye on the goal. People are going to be running around you, but as they run around you, they are going to get out of your way as you take one step in front of the other. You know, all hell may be let loose, but Capricorn, cool as a cucumber. You know, everything's as fine and dandy, as it were. Okay, let's just have a look at your elements, shall we? See what's going on with that. So we are looking at earth and fire. Now, obviously, if we were looking at earth and water, it'd be ideal for you. But, Capricorn, you don't like it when it's always ideal. You know, you like a bit of a challenge. There is no doubt about it. We're looking at earth and fire. So you've obviously got this earth at the surface, but you don't actually have any earth inside you at all. You have a lot more water. But we are looking at earth and fire because I think fire is going to be coming out in the latter stages of this week. So we're looking at fire that will be turning up around about Tuesday, Wednesday, and then I think it'll be converting back to water and earth, which will be good for you the following weekend. And this is where that joy comes in. So we're looking at earth and fire. So we've only got fire on this cardinal path down here. And I think here is emotionally and mentally, because you've got nothing but water and air down at the base there, I think that's settled for you. I think you know what you want in the way of a job, business and project. It's very clear. And also what you want in the way of a relationship side. And now it's a case of actually living it. So where we see the main combination of fires is that sort of fire that comes in from Sagittarius, that comes all the way across the surface of you, and it mixing with your earth as it comes through your boundary. So it's the engagement in the world at the moment. So I'm definitely going to be pulling a few cards on those two queens that are coming in, but I'm also going to be pulling it on that sunshine as well, because we get that combination of fire and earth there within that petal. And I think I'll pull some card on the synchronicities of the world that is around you on your relationship side as well, which is that putting the plan into action. Yeah, giving yourself a direction more than anything else. Let's start on that financial side, because it seems to be that financial side is probably easier for you to deal with. Yeah, there's a tower moment that comes in there. I think the tower is more, as I said, I think that's that's the energy that's coming in, right? You know, that's not the energy that is sort of like from within you. That's what you're having to deal with. And as I said, it's like people are running around, losing their heads all over the place, but you are as cool as a cucumber. The Hermit card there, you've done so much work. It's a slow-moving card, so it seems like you're not really going anywhere, like with the Eight of Swords. But this, you are bringing a solution to the situation. And yeah, at the beginning, you may feel that the world is not recognizing you, and that's probably a good thing, because as they're running around, you don't want them to recognize you. You just need to be continuing guarding. Concentrate on your strengths here now. This is it. This is concentrate on those strengths that are within you, and not on your weaknesses. And your weakness is being emotionally manipulated in a way, that sense of, you have that deep sort of kind of going, oh, I want the best for other people. And you end up doing things that may not necessarily be good for you and may not necessarily be good for the person you're trying to help. So playing to your strengths is really important. Eight of Pentacles. Yes, there is work to be done. And applying yourself is really, really important. Let's just see what this plan is about on your relationship side. Happiness, joy, expressing, exploring, the cup, allowing your energy to overflow, like that Seven of Cups, really following, putting the plan of action of enjoying life. And don't forget to put yourself first, more than anything else. That is the synchronicities, putting your heart out there, but it's got to work for you as much as it's got to work for the other person. And you need to get rid of those worries and woes, those doubts that are within. Do you know what? I think those doubts actually come from the other people that are around you, and they're trying to impose their doubts and their doubts and their repetitive nightmare scenarios upon you. And I don't think you're playing into it. I think you're really playing into something else, which is so much more powerful, which is the King of Swords, and this comes out in the happiness here. The King of Swords is good judgment, wisdom, clarity, vision for you. And you get the Six of Cups there. It's all about enjoying the journey, exchanging with others, exploring your happiness totally. And it is happiness after difficulty. And this is where the difficulty is of how we apply ourselves in the world. Okay? So absolutely beautiful energies for you, Capricorn. I think energy is really trying to back you up a lot at the moment, really trying to work in your favor. It's absolutely beautiful. Don't forget about the messages from energy that we've got on this channel here. Also the Sunday night lives where it's SNL in a different sense, but this is on Sunday. It's all about, a Q&A, and we'll have a subject. But if you've got any questions about energy, if you've got any questions about this reading, you're more than welcome. It's 9 o'clock GMT time. That's UK time. So, it'd be lovely to see you there. Thanking you for all the support you give to this channel. It's absolutely beautiful to see. Yes, I will see you soon. In the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun. So please do enjoy.